Good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Okay, guys, this is part two of sort of a Frankenstein type of job I've been working on a little bit here and there. This is a Sony Av-3650 black and white. This is a two-scan field machine, which came after the Sony skip field machines, where the skip field machines with a CV 2000, 2100, and 2200, and a couple other ones made by General Electric. Well, those are skip field machines. The configurations between these two machines are totally different. You're not able to play a skip field on an EIAJ, and same thing with the EIAJ on a skip field. They just don't play. Well, today I took a scanner that was on a CV 2600 that I had from a junk machine, which is identical scanner to the AV3600 or 3650 scanner, but the head configuration and a couple other things is the only thing that's different. So I've been messing around with this. It did bolt up, it did mount, and I've been messing around with this trying to see if I can get this skip field scan to go through the circuitry of an AV3650. And if I can get that to work properly, this would be the best CV skip field machine in the entire country or world, because of the fact this is a AV3650 scanner electronics. The playback is a lot sharper, a lot cleaner. The electronics on the old CV machines is just quite staticky. The noise level is just crazy on those machines because of the capacitors and the design of the machines. It's just very noisy. It's not very clean video. So I'm trying to design a skip field scanner for skip field recordings in an AV3650. And if I can get this configured right, we'll have the best skip field playback there is, in the cleanest quality, actually, on an AV3650 Frankenstein machine is what you would call it. So let's check a little video out just to see what we can get playing on this thing. See if we can get anything kind of cool. I believe we're getting very, very close on this, guys. So let's just walk over here and take a look and see what we get. If we can get anything up on the video, give me about a second here. I know we have black, but just about a second, you'll be able to see probably something kind of cool. Look at that, folks. That's skip field video playing on an EIAJ machine. Only thing I got to figure out now is the lines, the issues with the lines. Once I can figure this problem out, we'll be able to actually configure this skip field machine being using electronics from a AV3650. So it's an AV3650 using a drum and video head configuration of a skip field machine, which are totally different, making a Frankenstein machine such as this. And I think we're getting very, very close, but at least we're getting video out of it, so we know the signal will work. Now we just got to clarify the problem with the scan lines on the video. If we could fix these scan lines and get rid of them, we'll have a pretty nice picture on this thing. This is a CV skip field recording on a Sony AV8650 machine. As you can see, we changed out the head drum, the entire scanner that came out of a CV 2600, which is identical to the AV3600 and 3650, except for the video head, which has 3 wires instead of 4. And the head is configured differently, different gap, different spacing for the scan. So I figured I'd change the entire scanner and install it on this machine. And generally, in theory, it should work, which it does. I mean, we are getting video out of it. If you play a normal skip field tape on an EIAJ, you wouldn't get anything at all. It'd be just all noise. But here, as you can see, we are getting video. And it's got lines to the center of it, but it is playing. It is actual playing image. So we know we're on the right track. Plus the scope. Like I said, we are getting video on the scope. So we know that we're getting a signal through it. So it is actually playing. This is going to be a Frankenstein machine, folks. If I can get this, turn this machine into a skip field Sony AV3650, this thing will be mind-blowing. That means all the skip field tapes that come my way, I could play it on this and have a much better quality picture. The image will look a lot sharper. The detail will be a lot better. Be able to do a lot more because the electronics on this machine is much newer and more up to date compared to the old 1967-68 skip field machine, which the electronics was very old, very not very good, and every time you come across a skip fuel machine, the noise level is just crazy on them because their electronics are such garbage. But anyways, this is a Sony AV3650. We're making headway. We are actually getting it to play video. We swapped out the head scanner, which was on an AV2600, which was a skip fuel machine, and we replaced that scanner on this AV3650, which that's the AV3650 scanner. They look exactly identical. It's just the configuration of the video head, which is 3 wires instead of 4, and the PG coils on top for the controlling and all that. We're just going to have to do some configuration to lock this in, but I think we're actually going to get some video out of this thing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.